Married to a nice guy for the right reasons. Over time, what spilled in was low intimacy, lower connection, poor communication, stonewalling, and plenty more. My journey was long and stressful. Now, looking back, I was young, just probably 18, and didn't know much. I took life for granted. I took him for granted, hoping that one day things will get better. I was not listening. I wasn't reading between the lines. We did not have any goal or vision. Of course, I loved him. I showed it in ways that he did not appreciate. Why? Because our love languages were different and the inevitable happened. Someone stepped into my shoes. Was I surprised? Of course I was. I was shocked. I was devastated. You might say, look, don't be hard on yourself. It takes two to tango. Yeah. But do I really need to talk about his mistakes? No, not my place. Today, I know better. I wasn't a life coach then. Didn't even know who a life coach was. And of course, I had no appropriate tools that today I have. Today, I know that it's me who's important. And it's me I should have taken care of. Let's get real. Self-care is not a reward, right? It's a critical component to living a balanced and a happy life. Most of us get so busy looking after the needs of the other, or even the kids, or maybe the in-laws, that we forget ourselves. And it's time to change that conversation in our heads. Make it about longevity and wellness rather than work and achievements. Look, when you keep putting yourself at the bottom of your priority list, what you're actually telling to yourself and to the world out there is, I'm not worth it. Stonewalling, loneliness, dragging the partnership is extremely sad. It's hard. We all get into a relationship with the best intentions. Nobody has ever gotten into a relationship with the view of divorce or separation in mind, right? And it's not fine that you wake up to realize the relationship is in the pits. It's taken a very long time for it to reach where it currently is. My story is not something to be proud of, but it's not just my story, it's a story of many women out there, many that I've met who have the same story. Without the adequate knowledge, the tools and techniques, coaching, mentoring, guidance, my answer was to walk out. I didn't know better. But it's not necessarily your answer. Sometimes you tell yourself it's fine. But sometimes fine is not fine anymore. When you keep sharing your story with people, you're actually rolling out the red carpet for others' opinions. Telling and retelling your story keeps you stuck in the pain and in that story. It doesn't give you the space to move on. When you start talking about your bad marriage to others, what you're doing is clearly disrespecting the sacred space of a relationship. You're telling the story to someone who does not have the tools. Unless, of course, they're a coach or a therapist, a third party. You are expecting someone to give you an insight into a solution. Think about it. So seek out a good coach who has those tools. If you are struggling in the relationship, let a qualified and experienced coach equip you towards clarity, towards conviction, step by step, through a process. And you won't get that by telling your stories to others who are not equipped. All you will get is their opinions from their life's understanding. Your friends and family are hopefully big supporters of you. They probably care about your welfare and in all their wellness and care, they could be doing their best. But my advice to you is keep your foot in your mouth. Be careful with who you're talking, what you're sharing. Is that serving you? Is it giving you the clarity? Is it giving you the confidence? Or are you moving ahead? Or are you stuck? So zip your lip to protect your relationship and tackle your issues together with the help of an experienced and qualified coach. Look, I've been through the good and bad of a marriage. I today know what keeps a marriage healthy, what keeps it playful and passionate, and I know well what takes it down the drain. I like to call myself an experienced and educated human tool who will help you learn how to create and build relationships, how to save ones that are headed for disaster and make good ones even better. So reach out through the link below for a complimentary 1-hour strategy session. Let's chat.